All right. Hello, guys. Good evening.
Good evening, teacher.
Okay. Okay. I hope that you can. Right. Okay. Um, welcome, guys. Today is October 4th, right? October 4th, 2023, right? We are in the middle of the well, not like in the middle. Actually, we are almost at the end of this year. Surprisingly, right? Time flies, and we are like 2 months away to finish this year. But anyways, let's start. We have this new unit, right? Unit 2, it says staff and schedules, right? So for today's class, right, you will be able to ask and talk about schedule activities of a regular day at your workplace, right? That's like the idea that we have or the agenda that we have for today, right? So we're going to talk about activities in general, right? The things that you do, right? And we're going to learn some other um, like vocabulary, right? Some additional vocabulary about this and other um, things that are part of the class. So for today, we have this agenda, right? We're going to have a quick class review, and then we have schedule activities. Activity number 3 says what's wrong, right? Finally, we had the wrap up, right? Let's start with the first part. It says to explain what the right container is for the description provided. So you might remember that yesterday we learned a little bit about containers, right? And I had like some examples there. You were working in groups, if you might remember very well. And you were deciding the right container for some of the items that I'm about to show you. So how do you call the container for, right? Let's just start with the first one. How do you call this container, guys, for toothpaste? What's the name of it? Is this a bag? Is this a jar? How do you call this?
Two, two.
Tube, right? That's right. Thank you, Andres. Great job. So yeah, so in this case, we have a tube of toothpaste, right? Just in case if you don't remember, I'll write it here, tube. Perfect, great job, Andres. Um, the next one, shaving cream. How do you call that, guys? What's the name of it?
Can.
Ah, that's right. Thank you. That's correct. So this is a can, right? A can of shaving cream. Great job. Thank you, Andres. The next one, How do you call the container for deodorant?
Stick.
All right, perfect, Andres. Great job. That's correct. This is a stick, right? And the last but not least, how do you call this container?
Bottle.
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 That's right, a bottle, right? Thank you. This is a bottle, right? A bottle of pain medicine, right? We have different options here. Not necessarily just pain medicine. We have different type of medication that they actually come in bottles, right? All right, perfect, great job. Okay, so that means that you have the fresh, um, like a memory about this topic, right? Okay. Now, before I continue, I just need to check the attendance, guys. Just bear with me for one more minute and I will check the attendance. Okay, it's loading. All right, so is Diana Carolina Martinez here?
Yes, teacher. Good evening, present.
All right, thank you, Diana. What about Hazel Carolina? Are you here? Okay, I'm afraid she's not here yet. Okay. All right, so the next person is Carlos Ernesto Elias. Good evening.
Good evening, teacher.
All right, thank you, Ernesto. All right, now Eva Maria Naya. Good evening.
Good evening, teacher. I'm here.
All right, thank you. Thank you, Eva. Uh, well, Raquel, she's sick. She texted me. So that's why she's absent. Yeah, she is. Okay, Diana Sarai Lue, good evening.
Good evening, teacher.
All right, thank you, Diana. Andres Contreras Guardado.
Good evening, teacher. I'm here.
All right, thank you, Andres. Carlos Fernando Sumaeta, good evening. Okay, it's not here. Julio Cesar Merino.
Present, teacher. Present.
All right,
Present.
thank you, Julio. Okay, Francisco Lara, good evening. Are you around? Okay, probably he's not. Daria and Stephanie Perez, good evening.
Good evening, teacher. Teacher, I'm here.
All right, thank you. Laura Carolina Cortez, good evening. Okay, she's not here yet. Ernesto Figueroa, good evening.
Good evening, teacher.
All right, thank you, Mr. Figueroa. Okay, Petro is not here today. He texted right in the chat that he's working. Okay, so it's understandable. What about Paola Gonzalez? Good evening.
Good evening, teacher. I'm here.
All right, thank you, Paula. Hector Mauricio Acosta, good evening.
Good evening, teacher. Here.
All right, thank you, Ernesto. And Precia Noemí Alvarado.
Present, teacher.
All right, thank you. And the last but not least, Jason Van Picado. No, he's not here. Oh, he's never been here. Oh, not even in the first class. Okay. All right. Okay, guys. So thank you for answering that you're here. Okay. Now I'm just loading my screen. Just give me a minute. All right. So to continue with the class, we will have this activity. It says schedule activities, right? So you're gonna describe what a regular day is like, right, in your office, right? So you're gonna tell me like part of the activities that you do, how often you do that, right? And why you do it, of course, right? There are some questions that we will discuss together. After that, we will work on the assignments provided from the INSA4 handout, right? There are some really good activities that we're gonna work on that. And then you're gonna describe what a regular day is like, right, in your office. And then you're gonna share your examples, right? Pretty simple, right? We're going straight to the point. So let's discuss the first question. The first one, it's how busy are you in your office, guys? And why? How busy are you? Imagine in a regular day, in a normal day, how busy are you? Are you extremely busy, really busy, kind of busy, a little? How do you describe a regular day for you? Okay, I'm gonna ask somebody. That would be better. Um, let's see. What about Diana Saray? Good evening, Diana. How busy are you in your office? How busy? What is busy, guys? By the way, what is that? What's the meaning?
Ocupado.
That is correct. Thank you, Eva. That's right. So how busy are you? Well, she's not here. What about Figueroa? Good evening, Mr. Figueroa. How busy are you in your office and why? No, it's not here either. Okay. I will go with the ones that I see that are present. Okay, what about Hector, right? How busy are you in your office?
Depends the day. Sometimes my boss is very busy with some activities in London, and me and my uh, my partners go outside of the office to the camp or to another place to follow him and to um, to write something to social media. Depends the day. Some days are very quiet or very normal, but some some days it's very uh, uh, busy. When in under the trouble is when the water is out. Eva knows about that because if you don't have water in your house, you call or you write in the social media, and the social media of Anda collapse, and that day is the worst day of the week to all my partners.
Okay. So are you responsible for replying questions on the social media?
Question, how do you say reclamos?
That's complaints
Complaints.
or claims. Well, actually, we can say claims. That's like reclamos. Complaints, it's more like what we call quejas, right?
Mm,
So claim, it's just like, it could be something good or bad, but complaint, actually, it's really negative. Like when there is no service, it's like, hey, Anda, why you don't take care of the water service in my community, right? In my neighborhood, right?
all day we receive a lot of complaints.
Okay, so
Yeah.
complaints.
It's
I
true.
imagine.
It's true, Eva.
Yes. It's worse than that.
Worse than that, okay. So what do you mean that it's worse than that? Like, have you ever had a bad experience?
Mm, claims it's to relax. Complaints it's more.
Like
No sé.
furious.
Yes.
Okay. Including, I'm sorry, I'm gonna be kind of snoopy, but does that mean bad words too?
Yeah, a lot of
Yes. A lot of bad words every day.
every day to ANDA, to the government, to the president of ANDA,
Everyone.
to everybody in ANDA.
Yeah, I imagine that. I mean, that is part of customer service. That's horrible. I imagine that. All
Yeah.
right. Okay. All right. Well, thank you guys for sharing that. Yeah, based on what you're telling me, yeah, I imagine that some of your days are really busy and you don't know what to do, and you're like overthinking what you're doing there. I assume that you're thinking that. Okay. The next question that I have is, it's gonna be kind of different now. Who is in charge of cleaning at your workplace? Who is in charge of cleaning? Is there somebody specific, or you do it in your office? Okay. Let's pick somebody. What if I ask Paola, good evening, Paola, who's in charge of cleaning at your office or at your workplace? You do it or somebody else does it? Okay. I see that she had like some technical issues, right? She was trying to turn or to unmute, right, herself, but it was not working.
Hello, teacher.
Yes, hello, Figueroa.
Sorry, when you asked me,
Mhm.
I had mute the microphone.
Okay, no
I
worries,
was
I
talking,
understand.
but okay.
Okay, yeah, don't worry, that happens. Yeah, even that has happened to me, that I'm speaking, but I don't realize that I'm muted. Okay, what if I ask in that case, Andres, who is in charge of cleaning at your workplace, specifically your office?
What, teacher? Hi.
Yes, Andres, question number 2, who is in charge, who is responsible of cleaning at your workplace? Question number 2.
Responsibly.
Who's responsible for cleaning in your office?
I attendance seat variant, report, safety inspection in work,
Okay.
safety industrial,
Oh, safety.
report variant, disability worker, only.
Oh, yeah, okay. And about, cleaning your working area, do you clean your office? Or there is a specific person, um, to clean your area?
I attend clean it. Worked in attendance parents, the worker.
Okay. All right. Okay. Understood. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Andres.
Thank you, teacher.
All right. What about, I'm sorry, Hector, what about you? Who's in charge of cleaning?
We
the
have
work?
a person. He arrives in office maybe 4 a.m. to clean all the office and another places in the office. The guy to clean the workplace, but sometimes he has a lot of work and don't clean my workplace or the another workplace. And I take the alcohol and I clean. I like to make to have my workplace clean.
Okay, that's a good thing. All right, thank you. That is true. Normally we have like some kind of janitors, right? Right here, janitors in charge of cleaning. But yeah, it's true. There are some accidents that happen um, at the office, and they need to work on that situation, right?
Yeah,
And then they
imagine
forget.
you drop your coffee cup.
Mhm.
It's a disaster, or the juice or something like that. But it's really an emergency. And with my friends, we searching the janitor to speak and and take and make help to we speak with him and tell him we need your help. We have a trouble in the office. We drop the juice or we drop the coffee.
I know about that. And that's like a very common accident, right? That when we are holding our cup of coffee, we accidentally drop it. And of course, right, they need to work on that part. All right, okay. Thank you, Hector. Um, Now we have here an example, guys, a conversation, right? We're gonna practice this conversation. And it says, listen to your teacher read the conversation, then practice with a partner, right? We have two people here. We have Will and Arson. Very unusual name, but we have these two guys over here, right? So I will read this conversation twice, and then I will ask some of you to help me read it. So it says, this kitchen looks great. It does. Who is in charge of cleaning it? Jessica is. She cleans the kitchen from Mondays to Wednesdays. She does a really good job. Indeed. But doesn't Jessica take orders during the morning shift? No, she doesn't. Jorge does. He takes orders from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. I get it. And who does after him? Does his brother take the orders after him? Yes, he does. Right. All right. That's the conversation. Do you have a question about maybe new vocabulary or something that is not clear about this conversation, guys?
If
Indebted.
Oh, indeed. Okay.
Indeed.
Indeed, it's like an example. It's like when we say, like, for example, that's like kind of what it means. Or another way to use indeed, it's like, how can I tell you that one? I'm gonna write it here so it's clearer.
Voluntad, teacher.
En efecto.
Yeah, like that. Or I was looking for this word as suspected, right? As suspected. That's like what we meant with indeed, right? Or another one is like, in fact, right? Let me give you another example, right? Imagine that you say, it was I felt really no, I felt really bad, and I imagined I was going to get sick, and indeed it happened. Right? So that's what I'm saying, right? Indeed, it's like another way to give more emphasis to an idea, right? Like you said, I felt really, really bad. You know, I had like kind of allergy, etc. So I imagined I was going to get sick, and indeed, right? Right, it happened. I got the flu, right? To give you an
Something,
example.
something like in efecto.
That is correct. Yeah, that's like another minute. That's correct. Another example that I can tell you. Imagine you're having a conversation with somebody and you say, don't eat too much. Stomach ache, right? I did, right? Did, right? Just like it happened to me, right? That's another way to use it. All right, good question. All right, any other question that you might have, guys, about vocabulary? Any other word
Shift.
that's, I'm sorry, which one?
Shift, morning
Uh,
shift.
Morning shift. That means this is similar to the schedule, right? Like, for example, that's why it's saying here, right? During the morning shift, no, she doesn't work at this. It takes orders from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. So when we're talking about schedules, it means shift.
It's not a formal word
Not necessarily, right? Sometimes we just use it to talk about, describe, or
Como
working
turno.
hours. Yes, like, or working hours, right? Sometimes some people they work like 8 hours. Some other people they work 10 hours or more, but that's your shift, right? Like your hours of operation. I will put it here, hours of operation. That's a shift. Right? Good.
Okay, thank you, teacher.
Sure, you want him. Any other question, guys? Nope. All right, good. So in that case, I will pick two people to help me practice in this conversation. I think that I will start with, okay, should I start with ladies or with gentlemen? What do you think? Ladies first or gentlemen first?
Ladies.
Ladies, right? Yeah. Okay, good. So in that case, you help me reading I will ask Darren, Daniel, Stephanie, and Fresca Noemi. Can you help me read in this conversation, please?
Sorry, teacher. I'm cooking right now.
Okay. Okay, hopefully later. Okay. Okay, well, in that case, Fresca and let's see, and Figueroa, can you help me read it, please?
The third one,
Yes, yes, you can start. Mhm.
his tent looks great.
It does is sure of cleaning it.
Mhm.
Jessica is, she cleans the kitchen from Monday to Wednesday.
She does a really cook.
Indeed, but doesn't Jessica take orders during the morning shift?
No, she doesn't or happy.
Mhm. Or he does. Mhm.
Yeah.
He, he takes.
Yeah,
Okay. Uh, okay, repeat that for me for a second. He takes orders. All right, from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m.
from
All right, probably she has some problems with the connection. Okay, you can continue here.
Period. And
Mhm.
who does after him? Does his brother take the orders after him?
yes, he does.
Yes, he does. Okay, perfect. Thank you very much. Okay, so I'm not gonna emphasize much today on the conversation. More than that, I will like focus more on the use of this tense, right? Doesn't, cleans, etc. Do you remember what's the meaning of this, guys, in English? How do you call when you use es or the letter s in some verbs? How do you call that? Is that the past,
Person,
the future? I'm sorry?
third person in present tense.
The third person in present tense. That's right. Perfect. Thank you very much. That's correct. Grammatically speaking, that's what it is, right? Present tense. You can call it present tense, simple present, etc. Actually, the same thing, but there are some important rules that we need to keep in mind, right? That's something that we will study today. All right. There are some questions that we will discuss together. So the first question is, who cleans the kitchen from Mondays to Wednesdays? What's the answer, guys? I will show the conversation again.
Jessica?
Jessica, right?
Jessica?
Jessica, that's correct. What does Jorge do? What does?
He takes order.
All right, he takes orders, right? That's right. Finally, when does Jorge's brother take orders? When?
from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m.
From 10 a.m. to 2 p.m.
and 2 p.m.
Mm, Are you sure? Because here it says, no, she doesn't, or Jorge does. He takes orders from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. But the question is, when does Jorge's brother, so I'm talking about the brother, right, take orders? So the same information, guys, or it's different? What do you think?
Maybe after 2 p.m.
After 2 p.m. Exactly, right? The orders after him, right? And he finishes taking order at 2 p.m. So it doesn't specify if it is 2 hours or more, right? Or 4 hours, etc. So we can say that it's just after him. Okay, perfect. Great job, guys. Okay. Now this is what we're gonna pay attention to. It says that use the simple present for schedule activities, right? When we talk about schedule activities, it means activities you have planned or you plan. All right. And you are sure about that. That's what we call, or we call those activities scheduled, right? You made a plan about this and you're sure about those activities, right? Just to give you some examples here, it says math serves at 2 p.m. Paul gets to work at 1 p.m. Andrea cleans the tables from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. Maria cooks from 7 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. Now, I need you to pay attention here, guys, that we're using these verbs in this form. Some verbs, we need to add only the S. Some others, we add ES. Some other verbs, we need to make some other changes. So it will depend on the type of verb that we use, right? Just to give you some other examples, right? Imagine if I say, I'm gonna stop sharing the screen, I'm gonna share my whiteboard. Is this correct, guys? If I say something like this, Roxanne, um, clean her office every day.
No correct, teacher.
It's
Roxana
not correct.
cleans.
Cleans, right? Like this? Yes, right? Okay. What about if I say, what, Daniel goes to the gym from 5 a.m. to 7 a.m. Is this correct, guys? What do you think,
No.
guys?
Daniel
Goes,
goes.
goes, teacher.
Goes, right?
No.
So what is missing?
Letter E.
The letter E, right? Exactly, right? Goes. Goes to the gym from 5 a.m. to 7 a.m. All right, so that's what we do, guys. Depending on the verb, there are some changes that we need to apply, right? Another example that I can say is, let's say Caroline, for example, Caroline studied English at night. Is this correct, guys?
It's
What do you
not
think?
correct, teacher. Caroline studies English
All right, studies English
at
at
night.
night. Like this?
No, teacher.
No.
No, teacher.
What is the mistake here?
I
Okay.
is.
Latina.
Okay. No, okay. I'm gonna teach you the following. I need you to explain to me in English, but we're gonna teach you something today. Well, I'm gonna teach you something. How do you say in English cambiar o intercambiar? I think that it could be possible.
Change.
I'm sorry, Paula?
Change.
Change. Okay. We can say change, right? It means cambiar. I want to teach you this other word, replace. It means reemplazar, right? You can use these two words, right? You change or you replace. Remember that when we say replace, it means you take something and you put something else on that space or spot. So we have replace. How do you say en lugar de in English?
Instead.
Instead, right? Instead, right? Instead of, right? So we can use this expression instead of, en lugar de, right? So I want you to explain to me in English, guys. How will you tell me, right? ¿Cómo me dirían? En lugar de la letra Y, reemplácela por la I latina. How can you tell me that in English, guys? I
You
don't
should,
understand Spanish anymore.
you should replace letter Y. You should replace letter Y for letter I.
For the letter I. Great job. Great job, Figueroa. That's correct. So we need to replace the letter I, Y, sorry, for the letter I, right? And now we say Carolina studies English at night, right? New vocabulary, probably, right? New vocabulary for you. There are some other rules, right? But this is one that it's very important that you keep that in mind, right? Just by adding ES, it's not correct. We need to replace the letter Y for I, and then we add ES, right? Perfect. Okay. I think we are on the same page. So this is going to be a piece of cake for you guys. Quite sure that's the way it will be. Now, in this second part, it says use the verbs from the box. The verbs form the box to write sentences about you and people in your workplace, right? We have here some example: work, opens, arrives, closes, go, well, close, go, arrive, open, and work. What I will do is the following. I need you to write I will modify this a little bit. Write 3 questions about um, activities at work, right? You will ask these questions to your classmates. Just to give you an example, you can write, this is just an example, don't copy my example, right? No cheating, right? No cheating, right? No se vale copiar, right? No cheating, the original, okay? So imagine that my question for you is, what time did you go to work? Or what time did you get to work, right? You can use it in different ways, right? What time does work in? You can modify in different ways. Or what time do you arrive to your office, for example? So the other person is going to reply, right? It's going to answer, oh, I arrived at, and it's important that you write the answers. Probably 3 questions because of time, it will be too much. Let's say just 2. 2 questions should be enough. But again, these questions are about a routine at work, right? What it could be another question to ask related to a routine, maybe about breakfast, about what break, about meetings, etc. You can think of other options, right? You have these verbs over here, but I don't want to limitate the questions to this verbs only. You can include other type of questions related to routines at work. Only 2 questions, and then I will open the breakout rooms for you to interview your classmates. Do you have any question or any doubt about this, guys? No?
It's only a sentence, one sentence, teacher.
Not like a sentence. Right now, you're gonna grade 2 questions,
Yeah.
and the sentences will depend on the answer from your partner.
And the verbs we use work, open my right, close, go. No.
You can use those, or you can use other verbs that you know, but the important that they are related to work activities, right? So I don't need questions about like let's say about hobbies or about sports. There is no like relationship sports with work activities.
It's focuses to
The
work
working
activity.
environment. Yeah, like working environment only.
Okay, I got it.
Yep, pretty much that, right? And you will, once that you have those questions, you will interview your classmates with those questions, okay? All right, I need 2 questions only 2. Are you ready
Right
with
now.
those? Yes, right now.
Um,
I mean, you can write it down. You can write it down. It's not necessary that you tell me the questions because you will use those questions in the breakout rooms that I'm about to open for you.
okay.
So I will grade it here. Write 2 questions about activities at work. Get ready to ask those questions in the breakout rooms. In the breakout room assigned. So you're gonna ask those questions. First, you grade those 2 questions, and then you will get ready to ask those questions in the breakout rooms, right? So depending on the partner that you have, you will add those questions. All right, so we'll give you just 2 minutes, guys. That should be enough for you to grade those 2 questions. And then we will discuss the answers that you get from your classmates. Okay, I received a message from Diana, but I'm not sure which Diana. Okay, sorry about that. Are you ready with your questions, guys, or you need an extra minute?
Me, teacher?
Okay, what is just one of your questions, just as an example?
Oh, my question is, what time do your partner arrive at his office?
At his office. All right, what time? Okay, in this case, we're missing something. What do you think that we're missing, Figueroa?
That's your partner.
That's your point. There you go. You got it. Great job. Exactly. So in that case, imagine this is a good question. What time does your partner arrive at his office, right? So you will interview another person and that person will tell you, that's a good question. He arrives at, and then will provide the answer, right? So right now you have just the questions and the other person will provide the answers. But we're gonna do this in the breakout rooms. Good example, think you figure out. I'm opening the breakout rooms right now. I will give you what? Some of these groups are for you to work in trios. Just one is for you to work in pairs. 3 minutes should be enough. Well, 4 maximum. 4 minutes for you to work in the breakout rooms. Ask your questions, write the answers. That's important. Write the answers. Escriban las respuestas, right? You will interview your classmate, but write the answers. If you don't have any answer, that's gonna be suspicious, right? So here we go. I'm opening the breakout rooms. You have 4 minutes to interview your classmates. I will join the breakout rooms if, or just in case if you have a question or if something is not clear. Okay, I see some people are joining. Great. Okay. All right, I'm just missing Julio, Carlos. Okay, just Carlos. All right, I will join the breakout rooms right now just to double check if everything is clear. Here we go. Okay. I was working in the breakout rooms with some questions that everyone had regarding the report of those answers. I explained that to them, but because of time, I need to close the breakout rooms. They will have 60 seconds, actually less now, like 55 seconds, to join back the main session. All right, I see that some are already joining. All right, so I'm just gonna wait for the rest. Okay, let's see. They have like 5 seconds to join this main session. Okay, now I see that everyone is joining back. All right, all right. Okay. I see that everybody's back. So it's time to check those answers. Hold on, I'm just going to share my screen. Now, what we're about to do, guys, it's what we call reporting, right? Reporting information. Now, that was something that I was explaining in some of these groups, that when we report information, we don't do it in the first person. In the first person, it means I, right, have lunch, etc. Because right now the information is not about you, it's about your partner. So that's why you're gonna use your partner's name and the modification with the verb, right? For example, I can say something like, I don't know, it's just an example. Hector has lunch at, okay? So I'm making those changes. I'm reporting the information that I received from Hector in that case. All right, but it's time to check those answers that you got from your classmates. Is there any volunteer? The one that says, I think that
My
I'm
group
ready?
teacher. My
Okay,
group,
go ahead.
wait a minute, okay. We made three question and three
Three
answers.
answers. Okay,
Yeah.
what is one of the questions?
The question, the first question is, what time does she go for lunch? And
What
the answer
time?
is, she has her lunch at 1 p.m. Another question is, how often do you present reports? I present reports to my boss every Friday.
Okay.
And another question is, what factors affect a work environment? And in that in that answer, we have a lot of
Yes.
yes. The most common factors are negative people, relationship between coworkers. Okay, I forgot that, coworker, bad boss, toxic people, and gossip.
Does it? Okay. Yeah, you had a huge discussion, I believe, right?
Yeah,
Very intense.
yeah.
Okay. But very, very good. Okay. And when you say she has, who are you talking about?
We answer the question is only for uh, thinking in third person, but no one in a specific. It's only
An
sheet.
example only? So you
Yeah.
didn't ask this question specifically to a
To
member in your group?
To Paola,
Oh,
but
okay.
but we would vote to make a something
General.
in general. Yeah.
Okay, okay, that makes sense. All right, thank you, Hector. All right, great job. Let's see, is there any other volunteer, right? Maybe a group or just somebody that says, I want to try. Okay, nobody. Let's see. Okay, in that case, probably I will ask, what about Figueroa? Can you help me with one of the questions that you asked in your groups? Or in your group, I'm sorry.
Yeah, for example, I asked to Julio or July, Julio.
Yeah, we can say Julius, right?
Okay, July or Julio is good. No problem.
Okay, I asked to Julio, what is your schedule at your job? And
The answer.
he answered, my schedule is from Monday to Saturday from 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. And the second question is, what time do you get lunch at your job? And he answered, uh, I get lunch when I arrive at home. I at 4 p.m. when I arrive to my job
All right.
from my job
From his job. So when he arrives home,
from
what
his
time do you
job
say? At 4?
at 4 p.m. when he arrives to his job at home to his job.
So, all right, just to make sure, he arrives to his job at 4 p.m.
Yes, easy is the answer.
Mhm.
La respuesta.
Okay.
Ahí
After he
falta la pregunta.
after
Uh-huh.
his
Yeah, I'm sorry, figure out. Continue, sorry.
he gets lunch after his job
After his
after
job.
4 p.m.
Okay. So he
And,
finishes at 4, his job.
he says I get lunch at home because my mother is good at cooking.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. That makes sense. All right. In that case, let's say Julio gets lunch. Get or has lunch until he gets home. All right, probably you remember that we studied this topic too, guys, when we use until, right? This is another example, right? That's like the end of an activity, right? Okay, perfect. Thank you, guys. All right. I think that I'm missing just one group. Okay, Andres or Eva, what is one of the examples that you have?
The question?
Yeah, sure. What is the question that you asked, Andres?
What time do you have lunch at your office?
Lunch, your office. Okay. What was his answer?
Andres has his lunch from 12 to 1 p.m.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much, Eva.
Question.
Héctor, Alejandro, Carlos.
Oh, okay.
Joel, Eric, Joel, Eric.
Okay, I think that it's not about this. Okay, so okay, great, great example here. So Andres has his lunch from 12 to 1 p.m. Sometimes people like they call specifically the segment noon, right? So we can say Andres has his lunch at noon, right? Which means the middle of the day. All right, perfect, guys. Thank you. So we will continue with the next activity. I hope that this is clear, guys. I have some other activities for tomorrow, and I'm going to double check if this is clear for you. Now, we have the next part. It says what's grown. We're going to have some role plays using modals for request and suggestions, right? We have this modals over here. It says requests or suggestions. Now, I just have a quick question for you guys. What is the meaning or what does request mean? What is this? Request. What is this, guys? An idea? What's the meaning of this when we say request? What is a request? An idea?
Not teacher.
No? Okay. Okay. When we say a request, I will put it here. It's when you ask politely or something, right? That's a request when you ask politely for something. Even you might remember that on social media, you are asking people to be your friends. That is a request too, right? It is not mandatory. It's just like, hey, would you like to be my friend? And then you send that request for that person. Or another one, it's when people, they need something, they submit a request, right? And suggestions, I think that we have been studying what a suggestion is. So I believe that that part is clear. So what we're going to study today is the use of can, could, and may for requests or even for suggestions, right? Here we have these examples which say, can I or may I help you? Is there any difference here, guys, when we say can I versus may I, or is the same? What do you think? May I help you and can I help you is the same?
Can I help you?
Can I help you? Yeah, it's the same. When we say can I help you and may I help you, is the same. What do you think? Or is different?
When I say may I is more politely than can I, because can I is normal or como la forma tradicional de decirlo, but when I use may I es como more
More formal, right?
yes.
Yeah, that's correct. Exactly. Great job. That is correct. When we use can I, it's like the standard version, right? It's the regular way to use it. But may I, this is more formal, right? It says, may I help you, right? Imagine, like, for example, you're speaking with like an authority. In that case, we use, may I help you, right? And we have some other answers here. Can I have a bag of cough drops? Could I have something for your cough? And may I have a bottle of pain medicine? So in this case, guys, depending on the expression that we use, there are some differences, right, in terms of meaning, right? We can use both, but the meaning that we have for both or for those expressions is a little bit different, right? Okay. So we will study the part. If you notice here, guys, when we use can I and could I, it's very similar. But may, in general, this is more formal, okay? That's something that I want you to keep in mind, right? May and could, I'm sorry, can and could, they are very similar, but may, it's more formal, right? That's something that you need to keep in mind. So let's practice this conversation together. It says choose the correct words, then compare and practice with a partner. So for number one, what do you think it should be the correct answer? Can or could?
Can.
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 Can, right? Okay. I will highlight this part. It says, can I help you? All right, perfect. The next one. What do you?
Suggest.
Suggest.
All right, suggest, right? What do you suggest for dry skin? The next one. Why don't you?
Try.
Try.
Okay. Why don't you try this lotion? Okay. It's excellent. Okay, I'll take it. What about number two?
May
Do
I
I
have?
have?
But I think that sentence have a mistake.
Okay, you think that has a mistake. Okay.
Yeah,
What?
because
Mhm.
no, that no, forget it, teacher.
Okay, no problem. So what about the rest? What do you think? Should we use may or do?
Could.
All right, do. Okay, could be could as well. All right. Right, so in that case, I will say that we use may, right? May I have something for itchy eyes? What is itchy?
Picazón, picor, with allergic
With an
others.
that is correct. Great job. Thank you. Lulu. That's correct. So when we say itchy eyes, it's when probably we have an infection or something, and we are all the time like doing something like this, right? So that means itchy. Okay, itchy eyes. Sure. You, who, or may?
You could try a
Could.
bottle.
You could try a bottle of eye drops, right? Okay, great job. Number three, could I?
Have.
Mr. Caroline,
Have.
could I have a box of bandages, please? Sure. And
Suggest. And what do you suggest for insomnia?
What do you suggest, right? Okay. What do you suggest for insomnia? Okay. And then we say the last one.
Tired.
You should.
You you should.
All right, perfect. Thank you very much, guys. So we have those answers, right? So suggest, should, okay, should, suggest, have, could, may, try, suggest, and can. Now, what I want you to pay attention here, guys, is that there are different scenarios for people asking for recommendations at a pharmacy. Oh, by the way, before I forget it, pharmacy and drugstore. Is this the same, guys, or are they different? Pharmacy and drugstore, because you will find this in English a lot. What do you think?
Drugstore is a correct form, teacher, or both.
Actually, both are possible, but there is a difference between them.
Drugstore is is the place where mm, make the medicine.
All right, medicine. And the pharmacy?
Pharmacy, the place where
They sell, right?
sells the medicine.
Medicine. Great job. Thank you,
Teacher,
Paula.
teacher, teacher, drugstore.
Yep.
Drugstore is not is make medicine. Is distribute medicine. Uh, the place of make medicine is laboratorios.
Like yeah, like part of
Oh,
that.
okay.
Yeah.
But
All right.
in drugstore, no make medicine. Drip medicine. Yes.
The thing is that this has changed. It has history, or there is history in between. In the past, maybe you remember this, for some people in the past, they had only drugstores. So they made the medicine in that specific place because we didn't have like these options as now, those businesses with laboratories or those specific places that make medication. But now we do. The pharmacy, as you mentioned, is the place where they sell medicine or the medication. You can call it in different ways, right? Like the pharmacy, what? Okay, tell me the name of a famous pharmacy, guys. I forgot them. San Nicolas, for example, that's a
Economical.
pharmacy.
Yes. Yeah.
Economical, that's correct.
Yes.
That's a pharmacy. They only sell the product, right? Or if you need a vaccination, they can help you, but no more than that. They don't make medication. They just sell it. Great
Okay.
job. Great job. But again, now, as you mentioned, Julio is correct. There are not like specifically drugstores that they make the medication. Now there are some specific institutions to make the medication. But in the past, that happened a lot.
Okay.
All right, perfect. All right. If you notice here, guys, as I mentioned before, they have or we have different scenarios, so different conversations. But again, it's between a customer and a pharmacist, right? So it says, can I help you? What do you suggest for dry skin? Why don't you try this lotion? It's excellent. Okay, I'll take it. Number two, May I have something for itchy eyes? Sure. You could try a bottle of eye drops. And number 3, could I have a box of bandages, please? Here you are. And what do you suggest for insomnia? You should try this herbal tea. It's very relaxing. Okay, thanks. So these are some examples, right? We will practice these conversations very quickly because I don't have much time today. We have lots of things to do. For conversation number 1, can you help me with the first conversation? Diana, Sara E, and Cesar, please, and Julio.
Ready, teacher.
Awesome. Okay, Julio's ready. Are you ready, Diana, Sara E? Just for conversation number 1. No, Diana is not here. Okay, what about Diana Carolina? Can you help me with the first conversation, please? No, Diana isn't here either. Okay, okay, Eva, can you help me with that conversation, please? You're gonna be working with Julio.
Okay.
All right.
I'm letter A.
Okay.
Can I help you?
What would you took it for dry skin?
Why don't you suggest this lotion? It's excellent.
Oh, okay. I'll take it. Take
I'll
take
take it.
it.
Okay. I think that you got confused with the second A. Eva, you said suggest.
Yes, I'm sorry. Why don't you try this lotion? It's excellent.
It's
I'm
excellent.
sorry.
Okay. That's okay. No worries. Okay. Thank you, Eva. Great job. Okay, for the next one, can you help me with this one? Uh, okay, Tere, Stephanie, and Andres, number 2, please.
Okay, teacher.
All right,
Number
are you
2.
ready? Yeah, number 2. Are you ready,
Yes.
Stephanie? Hold on, just give me a minute, Andres. No,
May I
she's not.
have something for itching eyes?
For each eyes. Okay, I'm gonna do it with you. Sure, you could try a bottle of eye drops. All right, that was it. Okay, thank you, Andres.
Thank you, teacher.
Okay, for the next one, okay, can you help me with this one? Figueroa and Hector, please.
Okay, could I have a box of bandages, please?
Here you are.
And what do you try? What do you suggest for insomnia?
You should try this herbal tea. It's very relaxing.
Okay, thanks.
Okay, perfect. Thank you guys. Great job. Okay. Now, what I need you to do, guys, is the following. If you notice, these are very short conversations. I will give you a maximum like 4 minutes to work with the same groups. And I need 2-minute conversations like this one, but using can, could, may, or should. You can play with them, right? But the intention is that you ask for a recommendation for a health problem, and the other person is gonna tell you the recommendation. Okay, is that clear, guys? Any question? Nope. Okay, I need 2 examples, right? Two examples. If you notice, these are very short, very short, right? You go straight to the point. It's like, hello, can I help you? Yes, what do you suggest for a headache, right? I have a terrible headache. Um, yeah, why don't you try blah, 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 right? Or another one, can I help you? Yes, may I have something for stomach ache, right? I feel really bad. Sure. You could try, and then you give the example. You notice very short conversations. So for this activity, yeah, 5 minutes. That's enough. 5 minutes to work with your classmates. I'm opening the breakout rooms. I will see you in 5 minutes, right? If you have a question, let me know and I will join the breakout room and I will work with you too, guys. Okay. Go. And here we go. Okay, I see that most people are already in the breakout rooms. Perfect. Okay. So I'm just missing one. I'm just missing Stephanie. All right. Okay, I will make a last change to have everyone in a group. Okay, I will join the breakout rooms just to make sure everything is clear. Here we go. Okay, so basically everyone is working on this activity. They are creating their own conversations using could, can, or may. So I will keep them just 2 more minutes and then I will close the breakout rooms. All right, okay, I think that they are done, that they are finished. So I will close the breakout rooms. Actually, once that I close the breakout room, they will have like 60 seconds to join back. I'm just closing it now. Closing now the breakout rooms, and then we'll work on another activity. Okay, all right, no worries, Andres. Thank you for reporting. Okay. All right, just waiting for everyone to join back. They have like 2 seconds. All right. Okay, I see that everyone is back, right? I was also checking the WhatsApp group that some of you had like some technical issues. That's okay, I understand it. You were reporting those situations in the chat. But the middle question is there anyone ready to start to share the conversation? Or should I choose somebody from any of the groups? Any volunteers? Nobody? Okay. I will pick the first group. Okay. Let's say, what about Diana, Sanae, Figueroa, and Julio? Are you ready, guys?
Yeah, we are.
Okay, wonderful.
Um,
So, mhm.
Julio, can you ask me, please?
Okay, Figueroa. What? No, perdón. Can you suggest me medicine for my stomach hurts?
For stomachache, I can suggest some Pepto-Bismol in liquid.
In liquid, in tablet? Can
Mm,
I can take in tablet?
yeah, you can.
Okay, I try.
And what can you suggest me for headache?
And yes, you try take two acetaminophen every 8 hours.
Yeah, it sounds great.
Okay. Yes. Or you should take ibuprofeno. Depend.
What
All
dose of
right.
ibuprofen can I take?
Okay, you try. You have ibuprofeno in your house.
Yeah, I have.
Okay. Finish teacher.
Okay. Okay, great job. Okay, thank you very much, guys. Yeah, I know that you were um in that case talking about some of the most common health problems that we have, right? Okay, thank you guys. Great job. Now I'm just missing the last group because we just had two. All right. Hector, Paola, are you ready, guys?
Yes, teacher, I share the mini conversation.
Okay, perfect. I will stop sharing that.
Okay. Hey, Paola, can I help you?
Yes, I needed a bottle of medicine for my mom.
Okay, you try spicy tea? It's very effective.
Okay, thanks. Hey, you look so stressed. You should try to make some workout.
Really, I feel my mind outside of me.
You can go with me to my gym.
Really? Go.
Thank
All right,
you.
perfect. All right, great job. I just suggest like the very first question, it's we can use may I help you?
May
That's
I?
one, or can I help you? But we don't combine those words together.
Is may I can help you?
No.
No.
So option one is may I help you?
May I help you?
Mhm. That's
Okay.
one option. Remember, when we use may, it's more formal. The second option, let's say informal form, is can I help you?
Okay. Thank you, teacher.
Mhm. Now, yeah, it's correct, but we don't mix those two words. It's only one or the other.
Okay. Thank you, teacher.
Okay, perfect. Great job.
Thank
Great job.
you.
Great job, guys. Okay, now let's continue. Like the next activity that I have for you guys, it's a listening activity. We've been working a lot with listening. Tomorrow we will work with reading. So in this listening activity, you're going to listen to 4 people talking about problems and giving advice. Remember, advice means recommendations. Write the problem and the advice. That's what we need to pay attention to. So we have those 4 people. You will listen, Josh, Ashley, Brandon, and Rachel. So here we go. Just give me a minute.
Page 82.
Okay, can you listen to audio, guys?
Exercise 10. Listening.
Yeah, can you listen to audio?
Yes, teacher.
Yes, okay, perfect. So thank you guys. So in that case, what I will suggest, once again, I will suggest to mute yourself to avoid any background noise while you listen to this audio. And I will mute myself. Here we go.
What's wrong? Listen to 4 people talking about problems and giving advice. Write the problem and the advice. 1.
Oh, I just know I'm going to fail.
What's bothering you, John?
Oh, sorry, Samantha. I'm really stressed. I have my final exam in math tomorrow.
Don't worry, John. You'll do fine on the test. For now, I think you should take a break. Let's go get some ice cream. I'll buy it.
2.
Those cookies smell so good.
I know they do, but they're not ready yet.
Not ready? I'm so hungry, and now the whole apartment smells like delicious cookies. Ooh, my stomach hurts.
I'm sorry, Ashley. I made a nice salad, too. It's in the refrigerator. You should have some.
3.
I'm really happy about my report. It's really good.
I'm sure it is, Brandon. Hey, do you know your eyes are all red?
Are they? Sometimes they get red when I spend a lot of time on the computer.
Don't you use eye drops? You should. I think I have some in my bag.
4.
Rachel? Rachel?
Huh? Oh, sorry, Don. I was thinking about my vacation. I leave tomorrow for Gramado in Brazil, you know?
Oh, right. That's a beautiful town. I'm sure you're excited.
I really am. I'm so excited, it's difficult to work.
Well, it's already 3. You should go home now and start getting ready.
Really? Thanks, Don.
All right, guys. So that was the audio. Now the question is, do you need to listen again or are you ready? Remember, you were supposed to grade the problem and the advice. Are you ready with that information or you need to listen again?
You have or feel stressed.
All right, John is very stressed. Okay.
Yes, and the advancing is take a break.
All right, take a break. Okay,
Yes.
that was advice. Okay. So you're ready for number 1. And what about for a number 2?
Problem cooking.
All right, that was a problem that he was cooking. Okay. And what was the advice in that case?
No remember, teacher.
All right, you don't remember that part. Okay. What about the rest, guys? So you're ready with number 2 or you need to listen again?
Number 2 is say I listen stomach hurts.
All right.
It's the
Stomach.
problem. I don't know. I don't know, teacher.
Okay. All
But
right. Okay.
advice by advice no remember.
You don't remember the advice. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's do the following because I think that we're just improvising. I will play the audios again, right? One more time. I will play all of the audios and just for you to double check, right? Remember, you need to pay attention to the problem and the recommendation, right? The advice. So here we go again.
Page 82, Exercise 10. Page 82, Exercise 10. Listening. What's wrong? Listen to 4 people talking about problems and giving advice. Write the problem and the advice.
What's bothering you, John?
Oh, sorry, Samantha. I'm really stressed. I have my final exam in math tomorrow.
Don't worry, John. You'll do fine on the test. For now, I think you should take a break. Let's go get some ice cream. I'll buy it.
2.
Those cookies smell so good.
I know, they do. But they're not ready yet.
Not ready? I'm so hungry, and now the whole apartment smells like delicious cookies. Ooh, my stomach hurts.
I'm sorry, Ashley. I made a nice salad, too. It's in the refrigerator. You should have some.
3.
I'm really happy about my report. It's really good.
I'm sure it is, Brandon. Hey, do you know your eyes are all red?
Are they? Sometimes they get red when I spend a lot of time on the computer.
Don't you use eye drops? You should. I think I have some in my bag.
4.
Rachel? Rachel?
Huh? Oh, sorry, Don. I was thinking about my vacation. I leave tomorrow for Gramado in Brazil, you know?
Oh, right. That's a beautiful town. I'm sure you're excited.
I really am. I'm so excited, it's difficult to work.
Well, it's already 3. You should go home now and start getting ready.
Really? Thanks, Don.
All right, guys, so it's time to discuss the answers. So for John, for number one, we said, what was the problem for John, guys? Is
Estresado.
stressed. All right,
Yes.
he's stressed. That's right.
She and advance and he take a break.
He should take a break.
She
Okay.
take a break. Yes.
Perfect, Julius. Great job. What about Ashley? What's the problem with Ashley? She is
Her stomach hurts.
okay. Her stomach hurts, but why does it hurt? Do you remember, guys?
Yes, because he have hungry.
Okay,
But
because
cookie. Yes.
because she is hungry, right? She is hungry. That's right. Great job, Julius. Right? Her stomach hurts, right? Why? Because she's hungry. And what is the advice here, guys? She okay, I'm gonna give you alternatives. She should have or eat cookies or salad. What do you remember?
Salad cookie.
In this case, it's
Salad.
salad, right? That's right. It's very sad because I mean, she was smelling cookies, but at the end, the recommendation was, okay, why don't you eat some salad, right? All right, anyways. Number three, Brandon. What's the problem with Brandon?
Itchy eyes.
Okay. Yes, itchy eyes. Okay. Hold on. Itchy eyes. Okay. If I'm not wrong, I heard about something regarding red eyes. Okay. All right. And what is the recommendation here? You should
Drop ice.
She should to try the eye drops.
eye drops, right? That's correct. Yeah, he should use eye drops. That's correct. What about the last one for Rachel? What's the problem with Rachel? You remember what is the problem? What did she say, guys?
She's in Brazil.
Okay.
Vacation.
Exactly.
Vacation. Problem is hotel. I don't know.
She has a trip, right? Yeah, that's correct, right? She has a trip, right? And she can work for that, right? I mean, basically, she has a trip and she can focus on her work, right? That's what happens. I don't know if you remember that the boy in the conversation was like, Rachel, Rachel, right? So she was not paying attention. She was thinking about her trip. Okay, and what was the advice for Rachel? You remember, guys? What was the advice? She should. The boy says something. What did he say?
No remember, teacher.
I don't
You remember?
remember.
Okay. I'm just gonna play that one, guys. Just give me a minute. Because after that, everything changed with this lady. So she was really excited after this. Okay.
Rachel? Rachel?
Huh? Oh, sorry, Don. I was thinking about my vacation. I leave tomorrow for Gramado in Brazil, you know?
Oh, right. That's a beautiful town. I'm sure you're excited.
I really am. I'm so excited, it's difficult to work.
Well, it's already 3. You should go home now and start getting ready.
Really? Thanks, Don.
Okay. So what was the recommendation here?
You should go
He should go home.
her home.
Go home. Yes, go home.
She should go and get what?
And get ready.
And get ready. That's correct, right? So that was a recommendation, right? It's like, yeah, I'm thinking about my trip for tomorrow. It's difficult to work like this. So, like the other person, I assumed that it was maybe her boss or her supervisor or whatever. He said, it's 3 already. You should go home and get ready, right? Nice boss. Really nice boss. Okay, perfect. So if you notice here, guys, they were talking about different problems, not necessarily about something related to your health. There are some other situations that they are just like some kind of external that influence in our attention or some other stuff, right? And they have the advice for that. I just noticed that it's time already, guys. I'm sorry that I took like an extra minute, right? But it's been a pleasure to be with you guys. Thank you. See you tomorrow. Have a wonderful rest of your night.
See you tomorrow, teacher. Have a good night.
Bye,
Tomorrow, teacher.
teacher.
Bye, guys.
Thank you. Good
See
night.
you, son.
Night.